Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Shruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Mogam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatrubhatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Paramananda Madhavam. Sit straight with the head, neck and vertebral column in a straight line. It is called a Sthira Asana. The place is neat and clean without any sound. Our eyes gently closed. This indicates the withdrawal of all other sense organs. Now we bow down to our Guru and Ishtadevata. We surrender to them and pray that please bless us with fourfold qualities, sadhan chatush. Now we become aware of our breathing. We breathe in a rhythm 6 to 7 times. This quietens our mind, means there are no thoughts. To this quiet mind, we bring the sense of Vedanta, the Mahavakya, Tattvamasi. Tat indicates the Brahman, Tvam, the individual being, Asi means oneness. There's oneness in the consciousness of Jivatma and Paramatma. This is indicated by Omkara, the Pranava mantra, Om iti Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma, says the Mandukya Upanishad. Let us chant Omkara. By chanting the Omkara, take a deep breath and then say Om. Mentally repeat Aham Brahmasmi and try to abide in the self. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Rub your hands, put your palm on your eyes and slowly open your eyes. Let us chant the Mangalacharan of Vivekachudamani. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham. Bhagavan Shankaracharya bowed down to his Guru Govinda Padacharya, who is the nature of absolute bliss. And the text talks about Jiva Brahmaikya. It's known only through the scriptures, the Mahavakya, not known by our sense organs. We bow down to Bhagavan Shankaracharya, who has written this text. We seek his blessings. We bow down to Puja Gurudev and entire Guru Parampara. We seek their blessings. We seek the blessings of the Lord. By his blessing only we are able to study. We bow down to all great saints and sages and we seek their blessings. So, the topic is now of the Vasana. So Bhagavan says, you give up the Vasanas. Now, yesterday also we have seen that what is Vasana. Vasana means that because of our Purva Abhyasa, there are some samskara and that is called Vasana. They are in us. And when we are reborn, the same Vasana comes with the new birth also. So, Vasana means the impression. Vasana means the impression. The way the body, mind and intellect encounters with the object, emotion and thoughts, that creates an impression. That's called an action. BMI encountering with OET is called an action. And that action creates an impression. And that is called Vasana. These Vasanas are of two types. One Vasana is called Chinmaya Vasana. That is the Vasana of consciousness. Now we are practicing everyday meditation that creates also a vasana. It's called Chinmaya Vasana. And this term I am using from Vaidyananda Swamiji's Jivan Mukti Viveka. There he says the vasanas are of two types. One is Chinmaya Vasana, another is Malina Vasana. The worldly Vasana is called Malina Vasana. And this Chinmaya Vasana, it liberates us. Malina Vasana leads us to transmigration in this world again. So, Vasana means impression. We read the mantra number 267. Gnate vastanyapi balavati vasana anadiresha karta bhoktapyahamiti drudayasya samsara hetu प्रत्यक दृष्टयात्मनि निवसता शापनेया प्रयत्नात् मुक्तिं प्राहुतदिह मुनयः वासनातानवं यत् ज्ञाते वस्तुन्यपि बलवती वासना अनादिरेषा कर्ता भोक्ताप्यहमिति दृढ़ायास्य संसार हेतु प्रत्यक दृष्टयात्मनि निवसता शापनेया प्रयत्नात् मुक्तिं प्राहुस्तदिह मुनयः वासनातानवं यत्. Now Bhagavan says that gnate vastuni api. This is how you have to break it. Vastuni api balavati vasana anadihi esha. Anadihi esha karta bhokta api ahamiti drudaya asya samsara hetuhu pratyak drishtaya atmani nivasata shapaneya prayatnat. That ta comes in the fourth line in Gurudev's book. Ta has become na muktim prahuhu tat iha munayah vasana tanavam yata. This is how you have to break it. Now she is gnate vastuni api. Vastuni means the atma. Gnate. Gnate here means mere knowledge from the Shastra. When we are Shravanam doing, listening, we get the knowledge that I am not the body, mind and intellect. I am the consciousness. This is called Gnate Vastuni. We got the knowledge. Who am I? I am the consciousness. This we have a understanding now. It has not become our knowledge. It is an understanding. And api, even having known that, balavati. Balavati means powerful. Vasana, but the vasanas are very powerful. And these vasanas are anadi, from the beginningless time. Anadi, here beginningless time means from Janma Janmantar, that vasana continue. Isha, this vasana continues, and what it results? Karta bhokta api ahamiti. And when the vasana is there, then we have the feeling that I am the doer, bhokta. And when I do something, the result also I must enjoy. Whatever I do, I get the name, fame, all this I know. People should appreciate me. That is bhokta. I am the doer, I must get everything, bhokta. Api ahamiti. I am only that. Drudha. This is very, very firm, isn't it? Now, what we do in the relative world, now when I am talking, then I say that I am talking. You are listening. You will say, we are listening. So this is very firm. Which is very firm. This is relative world. And it is true also, isn't it? Drudha. This is very firm. Ya asya, and this is asya. Asya means for this jivatma. Jivasya. For this jivatma is the cause of transmigration. Punarjanma. I am the enjoyer. Then Even we know that it is because of the presence of consciousness. The body, mind and intellect are able to function. But we said, I am the doer. The instruments are the jada. They cannot function by themselves. They are working because of the presence of consciousness. But we identify with the body, mind and intellect and said, I am the doer. So because of the vasana, the first comes the kartrutva and bhoktutva, doership and enjoyship. Enjoyship means name, fame. You want that everybody should praise me. Okay. This is a vasana. This is a vasana. And this brings us again into this world. Bhagavan says, Pratyak drishtaya atmani. But Pratyak means inner. The one who has experienced that I am the self, he has realized now. First is the knowledge only, that I am the Brahman. Now the one who has realized that I am the self, nivasata, and abiding in the self, sa apaneya prayatnat, and such a person is able to destroy prayatnat, with effort, this what? Ahankara, kartrutva, bhoktrutva, identification. He is able to destroy. Who is able to realize master? The one who has realized he has no doership. He says that in my presence everything happens. I am not the doer. I am not the doer. It happens. In the presence of consciousness, everything happens. I am neither the doer nor the enjoyer. Nor the enjoyer. It happens. When with effort, in the beginning you have to put effort. It does not go soon. Because the vasana is of many janmas. So we have to put an effort. And when one has realized the truth, muktim prahuhu. That is called liberation. That is called liberation. When there is no doership, there is no enjoyership, it is called mukti. You never say that I am the karta. I am never the karta. Iha munayah. Prahu tat iha munayah. The great sages says that is liberation now and here. When we are living. Liberation is not after death. While we are living. And vasana tanavam yat. And this is because of the annihilation of the vasana. Destruction of the vasana. Removal of the vasana. When the vasanas are removed, so as long as the vasanas are there, we cannot get liberation. Understand? That's why the topic of vasana. As long as the vasanas are there, in Jivan Mukti, Vivek Vidyaranya Swami says that for Jivan Mukti, Manonasha, Vasanakshaya, and Tattva Gnan, these three are necessary. Now when we are studying, we know that I am Brahman. But the Vasana Kshaya has not happened. The destruction of Vasana has not happened. And that's why we identify, I am this body and these are my people. So strong identification is that I and mine. I and mine. And there we take very good care. But for others, we are careless. We don't take care about that. Because there is no identification with them. Understand, the consciousness is everywhere. It's present in every object and every being. How we must deal with them? We must try to see the consciousness everywhere. And then you will think about any person also. You will not insult him. You will not try to bring him down. Everyone has to do their duty. By doing the duty, understand, a man is higher and lower is by his virtues, what qualities he has. So, vasana tanavam yata, that is called the annihilation of the vasana. Now, the great Mahatmas, they respect everyone. They respect everyone. Because they are seeing the consciousness through that. And in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says that this vasana is only destroyed by meditation. By meditation. There Bhagavan says that when we meditate, it burns up our vasanas. It burns up our vasanas. How much time we meditate, the vasanas are burnt away. So the vasanas, the impression. And these vasanas are of different types. The anger is also a vasana. Desire is also a vasana. But all negativities we have to see within ourselves and then try to remove it. Carelessness. All these are the vasanas. So Bhagavan says, and why this vasana is there? Anatmani Atma Buddhi. Identifying that I am this body and these are my people. This is very strong, very strong. You're always thinking about that. This is happening to me. This happens to my body. This happened to my people. All this is Anatma Vasana. Anatma Vasana. Yes, I have a body. I can't neglect it. I have to take care what is necessary. But not pampering the body. So, Puja Gurudeva's commentary is very good. Vivekachudamani commentary is very good. He explains everything so much in detail. So, this is about Vasana. The word Vasana means the impression. Vasana means the smell also. And Puja Gurudeva's last time I said, if you cut the onion, the smell remains if you wash your hand. That is the vasana. Now we have, vasana means habit. The Puja Gurudev explains this habit also very beautiful. He said, if you take the habit, remove H, a bit remains. H-A-B-I-T. You remove H, a bit remains. You remove A, bit remains. If you remove B, it remains. This is vasana, the habit. It does not go. Only it goes when your mind is very, very alert and strong. Very much alert and strong. As much identification less with the body, alertness will be more. Alertness will be more. Because we are always thinking of the consciousness. Thinking of the consciousness. Now Bhagavan explains further. Aham mameti yo bhavaha dehakshadavanatmani adyasoyam nirastavyaha vidusha svatmanishtaya. Aham mameti yo bhavaha dehakshadavanatmani adyasoyam nirastavyaha vidusha svatmanishtaya. Aham mama iti yah bhavaha deha aksha adau, etc. That au has become our. Anatmani adhyasahayam nirastavyaha vidusha swa atmanishtaya. Now he says that deha, last word, compound word, deha, body, aksha, eyes, it represents all other sense organs. Adau, etc. Anatmani, this is anatma, this is jada. So body, the sense organs, etc., all are anatma. They do not know themselves. And yaha bhavaha aham mama iti. And with that, we have the understanding that I am this body and these are my sense organs, or these are my people. I and mine. This is we have with the body and sense organ. Aham mama iti yo bhava deakshado anatmani adhyasah ayam. This is called adhyasa. Adhyasa means, you can write down the definition. Atasmin tat buddhi. Atasmin tat buddhi. In that understanding I am, that is called adhyasa. Adhyasa means superimposition. On the consciousness, we are superimposing I am this body, mind and intellect. These are jada. We see very clearly in a dead person. They cannot function. It is because of the consciousness they are able to function. Adhyasahaya. This is called superimposition. I am nirastavyaha. This is we have to bring an end to it. We have to remove these adhyasa, that I am this body, mind and intellect. And who is able to do? Vidusha. Vidusha means a person who has a knowledge of the scriptures, who has studied the scriptures, and who knows that the body, mind and intellect, they are jada. They only know. See, you and I, before studying the scriptures, we always thought I am this body. Once we study the scriptures, we know this body, mind and intellect, these are my instruments. Vidusha, by a person who is learned, studied the scriptures. So, by dhyana abhyasa, nishtaya means nitaram sthitihi. Even when we are working in day-to-day life, we should remember that I am the consciousness. I am the consciousness. This we should not forget. But our identification is that I am so and so, this is my name, this is my degree, these people respect me. We always remember like that. No, that all applies to the body, mind and intellect. But who am I? I am the consciousness. This thought should be continuously in our mind, whatever we are doing. Agnani never forgets that I am consciousness. Agnani has to put an effort and remember that I am the consciousness. So, this adhyasa is to be removed by swatma nishtaya. What is the method? By dhyana abhyas. Dhyana abhyas comes shravana, manana and dhyana abhyas. First come the scripture study, listening. Then do the mananam, remove your doubts. And then at the seat of meditation, we have to realize it. Swa atma nishtaya. By abiding in the self, this notion, this I am not the five koshas, pancha kosha, it is removed. I am not annamaya, manomaya, vijnanamaya, pranamaya, anandamaya, but I am the Atma. I am the liver of the five koshas. This thought, if you remember, you will have no likes and dislikes for anybody. You will not have rag and dvesha. One will not think I am so great. Each one is doing their duty. Understand? Nobody is superior, nobody is inferior. Now, Bhagavan says that having realized this truth, by this Atma Nishtaya, then Bhagavan says what happens further, he says, Gnatva swam pratyakatmanam buddhi tadvrutti sakshinam sohamityeva sadvrutya natmani atmamati jahi. Atmamatim. Gnatva swam pratyakatmanam buddhi tadvrutti sakshinam sohamityeva sadvrutya natmanyatmamatim jahi. Bhagavan says gnatva. Here gnatva swam pratyakatmanam. Having realized one inner self, oneself as the consciousness, inner self, and buddhi tadvrutti sakshinam. I am the witness of my thoughts and my mind, my intellect. I am the witness of it. Always a witness is other than what is happening. That is called sakshi. Sakshat ikshate, it is sakshi. So, this sakshi, the consciousness, does not need any instruments and is the witness of all the thoughts coming in our mind. I am that witness. Shah aham iti. And that witness I am. That witness I am. Soham. That witness I am. Iti eva satvritya. Satvritya means by right knowledge. By right knowledge. Right knowledge is Mahavakya. The Vedanta says, Na Atmani, I am not the Anatmani. Satvruttya Anatmani. I am not the Anatma. In Anatma, Atmamatim Jahi. In Anatma, please give up that I am this body, mind and intellect. Anatmani Atmamatim Jahi. Give up your identification that I am this body, mind and intellect. That notion of self in not self. Give up. That understanding, I am this. That's why we want to look beautiful. We will put so much makeup and all that we want to. We must be presentable. But no need to add anything. You be what you are. The glow is not of anything outer thing. The glow is of your virtues, your quality, how you interact with people, how you love people. So, Anatmani Atmamatim Jahi. Give up that. With Anatma, that I am this body, mind and intellect. Give up. Notion of the Atma in Anatma. Anatma is body, mind and intellect. Give up that. How? Gnatva swam pratyakatmana. Having realized that I am the consciousness, I am the witness of everything. I am the witness of all my thoughts. And that I am by right knowledge of the Shastra, the Mahavakya, and give up the Anatmani, Atmamati. Give up. And this is only possible when throughout the day, whatever we are doing, one part of the mind should always remember that I am the consciousness. Puja Gurudev writes that I am not this assemblage of equipments. I am that consciousness, the witness of equipments and their functions. This idea should be kept alive during the entire period of our waking state. I am reading from Gurudev's book. This idea that I am the consciousness, this we should remember. As isn't it we remember our name? Like that. I am the conscious. In the beginning, you will forget in between. But then slowly you will remember, Aham, I am the consciousness, Brahmasmi. And that's how the people do the Nama Japa. That Nama Japa, when you do, remember that Lord is nothing but the consciousness. And that consciousness, I am. This is how should be understanding. Not mechanically repeating. That also has an effect. Mechanical repeating also has an effect. Because it's a Lord's name. But if we repeat the name of the Lord with understanding that consciousness I am, this is higher than that. Okay. Now, the next two mantras we'll read together where Bhagavan says that the vasanas are of three types. The vasanas, there are many vasanas, but he is dividing into three types. And that said, unless this vasana we give up, there is no chance of realization. There is no chance of realization. Lokanuvartanam tyaktva dehanuvartanam shastranuvartanam tyaktva swadhyashapanayam kuru. Lokanuvartanam tyaktva dehanuvartanam shastranuvartanam tyaktva swadhyashapanayam kuru. Lokavasanaya jantoho shastravāsanaya picha dehavāsanaya gnānam yathavat naiva jayate. Lokavasanaya janto shastravāsanaya picha dehavāsanaya gnānam yathavat naiva jayate. Bhagavan says, Loka anuvartanam tyaktva. Tyaktva means having given up. Loka anuvartanam. Loka anuvartanam means what is the latest trend? I just follow that. What is the latest that others are doing? We also follow the same thing. Loka anuvartanam. Puja Gurudev writes, blindly following others. Blindly following others. The dress they wear, the behave they do, their behavior, we just follow. That is called Loka Anuvartanam. Vartanam is behavior. Anu means after that. You see others and then you just blindly follow. That is called Loka Anuvartanam. As per the society you want to be. Loka Anuvartanam Tyaktva. This following the worldly people, having given up, means blindly. Understand what is good, we should always take up. Tyaktva deha anuvartanam. And then following what is the body demands, what the body demands. We become the slave of the physical body, about the food, taking after. Deha anuvartanam. We just, I am the body that is so strong. Deha, and follow that. Only taking care of the body. Then Shastra anuvartanam. And the study of the Shastras Tyaktva. We say, you say study the Shastras and now you said give up, means what is not required. Ramakrishna Paramham says that what are the 14 lokas and what is happening and all that, it is not necessary to know for liberation. You can have a knowledge. This is what Ramakrishna Paramham said in his Gospel of Ramakrishna. In Jivan Mukti Vivek, Vidyarana Swamiji mentioned that Bharadwaj Muni had learned for 3 lives. Still that was not enough and he had taken the 4th life. So Shastra, no, I want to this study, I want to this, degree in this, then a degree in that. So Shastra anuvartanam tyaktva. See, the life is very short. If we go on doing all this, when we have time to know our own self, that's what it means. That does not mean one should not study the Shastra or one should not have the degrees. No. But understand the truth. He wants to know that who am I? That is the main. Having knowing that, we can study the Shastras. That much body care to be taken, and that much we can follow the word also. Otherwise, what is not needed? Tyaktva. Bhagavan says after Lokanuvartanam tyaktva, Dehanuvartanam tyaktva, Shastranuvartanam tyaktva. Then what am I to do? Swa adhyasa apanayam kuru. Bhagavan says, remove the adhyasa on yourself, on your anatma body. This adhyasa, that I am this body, you please remove. You put effort to remove that. Swa adhyasa apanayam kuru. This try to adhyasa. Adhyasa means identification with the body, mind and intellect. But understand, every time when we say adhyasa, that does not mean we neglect the body. What is necessary, we take care of the body. So, swa adhyasa, but not the identification. Always thinking of the body and no. Adhyasa apanayam kuru. Give up. See, once you are engaged in some work, even your body has a pain, you do not know. Your mind is also some not good, so agitated, you are not aware when you are engaged in work. But when you are not doing anything, your mind is always concentrated on BMI only, always thinking of. Bhagavan said, no, remove this adhyasa. But why Bhagavan, I must remove this? Bhagavan says, jantoho lokavasanaya. If jantu means the one who is born, that is called jantu. Jayate iti jantu. One who is born. With all beings, lokavasanaya. If there is a lokavasana, in lokavasana also, you are in stuti and ninda. That's why Bhagavad Gita says, go beyond this duality. Man, Apaman, Stuti, Ninda. This is Loka Vasana. Shastra Vasana, unnecessary study of the scriptures. Then you read one book on something of some 5 writers, isn't it? Your whole month has gone for that. Not necessary. Unnecessary study of the scriptures, Bhagavan says, which is of no use, you give up. Deha Vasana and unnecessary pampering the body, that also you give up. Why? Yathavat gnanam naeva jayate. Then we are not able to realize the truth. Yathavata, as we should know, who am I, that Atma Gnana is not known to us. If our mind is engaged in Loka Vasana, Shastra Vasana and Deha Vasana. So Bhagavan said, Gnanam Yathavat na jayate. So in the earlier verse he said, what you do? Swa adhyasa apanayam kuru. You give up. Because if these 3 are there, then realization do not take place. Now Bhagavan says that if we want to become free of this, then what am I to do? He says, Samsara kara graha mokshamicha ayo mayam pada nibandha shunkhalam vadanti tadgnaha patu vasanatrayam yo asmad vimukta samupeti muktim samsara karagraha mokshamicha ayo mayam pada nibandha shunkhalam vadanti tadgnaha patu vasanatrayam yo asmad vimukta samupeti muktim. Bhagavan says, samsar karagraha mokshamicha. If we want to get liberation from what? Karagraha, prison house of this samsara. What is this samsara? Is a prison house. If we want to get liberation from this, and he says at present, ayomayam. Ayomayam means this pada nibandha shunkhalam, means we are in our legs nibandha, bound by the chain which is made up of iron. Our legs are tied by the chain of iron. Shunkhalam. Shunkhalam is chain. Our legs are bound by the chain of iron. The chain consists of iron. We are in the samsara karagraha and our legs are bound by that. Who says this? Vadanti tatgnaha. This word of tatgnanaha. Tatgnaha. Tatgnaha means that those who know the truth. Tat Tvamasi, isn't it? Tat, that Brahman. Those who know the Brahman. Patu Vasanatrayam. They say Patu means strong. Vasanatrayam. As earlier in the 2 mantras said, Loka Vasana, Shastra Vasana, and Deha Vasana. These are the strong 3 Vasanas. Yaha Ashmat Vimuktaha. The one who is freed from this, samupeti muktim, he only attains liberation. Now, what is the samsara karagraha? Samsara karagraha is nothing but all this, we have different attitudes in our mind, the negative tendencies in our mind, that is called sansar karagraha. Having this about the Loka Vasana, Shastra Vasana and Deha Vasana. And because we are interested in that, then we are bound by that. Our mind only thinks of that and that alone. If it's a Loka Vasana, your mind is thinking. If it's a Shastra Vasana, also mind in Shastra. Or if it is a Deha Vasana, then mind is thinking of the body. And then we are bound by that. Mind is not free from that. So, those who are the knower of the truth that these are very strong vasanas, and one can get, one wants liberation, then he has to be free from these three vasanas. One has to be free from these three vasanas. Then alone one, yaha asmat vimukta, the one who is free from these three vasanas, samupeti muktim, he alone attains the truth. He alone attains the truth. Now, so Bhagavan says, this, why is this is, we have to give up? Because it binds us. It binds us. So we have to give up. Now the Bhagavan says, Jaladi samsarga vashat prabhuta durganda dhuta agaro divya vasana sangarshane naiva vibhati samyaka viduyamane sati bhaya gandhe jaladi samsarga vashat prabhuta durganda dhuta agaro divya vasana sangarshane naiva vibhati samyaka viduyamane sati bhaya gandhe. Bhagavan says that jaladi samsarga vashat agaru, in agaru, you know, it's a kind of wood. Like a sandalwood, agaru is also a kind of wood, and people make perfume from that wood also, agaru. Now, but there is a difference in agaru wood and the sandalwood. There is a difference. So he said, when this agaru wood is in contact, jaladi samsarga, in contact with the water, prabhuta durganta dhuta, then, you know, it's covered by a stink. It starts stinking. When water is there covered, it starts stinking. And divya vasana sangarsheneva vibhati. But if you remove that water and scrub it, then that foul smell goes away, and then there is a divya vasana. Then there is a good smell comes. Vibhati samyaka viduyamane. When you rub it by scrubbing, when that water is removed, then sati bhaya gandhe viduyamane. Then that dirty smell, a strong smell goes away, and then a good smell, the divya vasana comes. What he wants to say that at present in us also there are so many lust, anger, greed, all these vasanas are there. But when we meditate, then all these vasanas are removed, and then the good vasanas, love, mercy, kindness, all that manifest in us. At present, this vasana is there because we are attached to the body, we are attached to the Loka vasana is there, Shastra vasana is there. You know, a person who has studied a lot, he has a kind of ego in him. I've studied so much. So, he says that there is the smell, this dirty smell of lust, anger, greed, all this comes. But when there is this vasana is removed, these negative vasanas are removed, then what? Love, mercy, kindness, all these good vasanas, they appear in us. So, we must see that how is our behavior, isn't it? We know. Is it clear to all of you? Okay, we'll study next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. My pranam to all of you. Please study, eh? Don't think about somebody else, that person is like that, that person. Try to see our own self. How am I and how can I improve myself? Okay? Hari Om. Hari Om to all of you. Hari Om.